How do you feel you played today?
Sorry. Yes, it was a solid match. No, was a match of the first round that I didn't try to do amazing things. I tried to play solid. I tried to find the rhythm, and I think I did. For moments I played well. For moments I played a little bit less well, and the important thing I won, and I won straight sets. I had some good feelings for uh, for a lot of moments. Well, in general terms, I think I played a solid match.
Rafa, on a day like today, we like to call this a dry heat. Pretty hot out there. How do you feel in the dry heat?
I adapt myself better to the dry heat than to the humid heat. So I think it's easier for the players to resist that conditions than when it's very humid. But it's true that today was hot and there was a lot of sun out there and very warm. So it was difficult to control the ball. The ball was flying a lot.
Rafa, you were clearly going for more on your serves today with kind of some mixed success. How are you feeling about that? And is it challenging to keep going for more in a match when maybe you know you're going to perhaps double fault or have more second serves?
Seriously, I am not having more double faults when I'm going for more. Sometimes I have more double faults when I'm playing more conservative. So no, I tried to serve to increase a little bit the speed of the serve when the match was coming. At the beginning, tried to serve with a little bit more safe, but generally I'm happy the way that I am serving this year. I will be more happy today if I get some more free points that I need to take a few more. Was not enough today, the 3 points with myself, and that's it.
Rafa, just curious as to your thoughts about Andy Murray being upset last night.
Yeah, that's the sport, no? Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. And, yesterday, probably Andy didn't play his best match, and Vasek served very well. So then you arrive you go to the tiebreak, and anything can happen. So yeah, but Andy just came here winning in Dubai. So probably he will be playing very well in Miami. No, it's true that in Indian Wells during his career he had some bad matches maybe, and so happens sometimes. Sometimes you don't feel comfortable in one event, and it's difficult to overcome that. Happened for me during a lot of years in Cincinnati, and I was not able to find the rhythm, and finally I won once. But it's when you don't have that good feelings in one event, sometimes it's difficult to overcome that.
Rafa, to your credit, you've come out calling for many changes in the sport, surface, scheduling, time between points, drug testing, Davis Cup. But if you could choose one change to make in the sport, what would that change be?
I don't know. I am just a player, and my feeling is we need to move the sport the way that the people want it, and I don't know which is that way. But the most important thing for our sport is to change our sport to the way that is more attractive for the people, for the fans, and that's my feeling. It's obvious that every time people are taller, every time people have more power, serves going faster, points are shorter. I am not sure if that's the way that we need to move our sport. So we need to find a way to manage to keep having a good show and keep having emotions and people gets emotional when the match are becoming a little bit more dramatic, and people don't remember a lot of matches just with serves and aces. People remember matches with long points, rallies, and for sure you can have aces, but and that's part of the sport, and it's nice. The aces, the ace and the good serves too, no, but cannot be that easy, you know.
And after long, wonderful points, you still think the chair umpire should be able to give the players more time between points?
I think there is good umpires out there that they are doing, you know, and it's not the same when you play in that conditions, very warm and very humid conditions, than when you play with cold conditions. That's for sure not the same. You don't need the same time to recover. It's not the same when you are playing a point that you serve and you hit winner than when you play a 15 balls rally or 30 balls rally. So there is good umpires out there that they are able to understand that very well, and they are making a great job. There is others that they don't care and they look at the watch and in my opinion sometimes are not looking for the good of sport. No?
Rafa, your thoughts on the state of the men's game, the strength of the men's games right now, maybe as opposed to, say, 2 years, 5 years ago? It seems like on any given match, anybody could win. We've already seen it here a couple times. Just the strength of the game from the young players to, the top 4 or 5 players in the world.
What do you mean? I understand the question. ¿Qué ha dicho, Benito?
Just talking about the strength of the game now, how strong it is, and what makes the game so good right now. Any players can win on any given day. How good is the game right now?
It's always difficult, you know, what happened, and I said a couple of times, is what happened that we were able to be in the final rounds in almost every event is something that's going to be very difficult to repeat, and happened during a long period of time, and will not happen again, in my opinion, in a short term, because there is some very good players out there. There is players with huge serve, and when you play and when you face players that are able to serve that well, then the matches decides in just few balls. So you cannot have success all the time in this just few balls. So you don't have margin. ¿Cómo se dice margen?
Margin.
You don't have margin to control the match. In clay, maybe can be still can be a little bit different. No, I think the better players, if they are playing well, they can have still advantage. But there is a new generation out there. There is old generation that still plays well, and new generation that are coming with a lot of power. So it's an interesting moment of our sport, in my opinion.
Rafa, how do you see your form since Melbourne? How did it evolve? Are you satisfied with where you're standing and how it went on since the
No, I am satisfied from the beginning of the season. Since the first match of the year in Abu Dhabi, I think I played well. I didn't play no one very bad match during the whole season. I played some great matches. In Melbourne, I played some great matches. In Acapulco, I played well. In Brisbane, I played well. And let's see here. That's only in Abu Dhabi I played great. So Abu Dhabi first event, Brisbane, Melbourne, Acapulco, only 4 events already. But during the 4 events that I played at very high level. So very happy the way that I started the season. Now here's another opportunity. I know I have a very tough draw, and let's see. I don't know if Verdasco or Herbert yet. Let's see, but it's gonna be a tough one.
Rafa, a moment ago you were talking about players getting bigger and taller and stronger and aces, and I'm wondering if you've thought at all like what kind of changes or limits you might imagine in tennis one day. You talking about maybe limits on rackets and string technology or changing the lines on the court, something like that?
I don't know, but for me it's difficult to talk about that. But because when I'm talking about that, people can think it's because that helps me. But I am when I'm talking here about the sport overall. No, not about my generation because with these conditions I had a lot of success. So I don't. If you ask me, I don't want changes. I am very happy with this format because I am having a lot of success with this format now. But it's true that looking forward looking 5-10 years in front, you see every time the people is taller, every time the people have the chance to serve faster, and if we want to maintain, I think, good points, if we want to maintain a good show for the people, something we need to do, no? And we need to start from the younger generations. So you need to put a deadline and say in 7 years that's going to change. We cannot change things like this. So let's work on this if it's possible. But I am not. I am no one to say which change going to be good. But just looking a little bit around, you see that tennis will need changes. The net is still at the same altitude. People are not the same. People are much more taller now than 50 years ago. So it's obvious that we're going to need some changes in not a very long period of time. Honor.